All right, hey everybody. I hope your day is going well. It's time for our Friday weather update, what we're expecting for the next few days, including into the weekend. We've got a cold front moving through today. Something that's going to bring is actually some really strong winds. That's why we have a wind advisory in place for today. We're going to talk more about what that means and what we can expect for the weekend coming up here in just a moment. We're going to give some people time to go ahead and join the Facebook Live, though. And while we give people time, I'm going ahead and pulling it up right here myself so I can see some of y'all's questions that y'all may ask. So Joanne says it's been cloudy this morning. Joanne, it has been cloudy for some areas. It started off here cloudy in northwest San Antonio. Now we have a mostly clear sky overhead. Now we are expecting some cloud cover to build back in a little later today. It is going to become more partly cloudy, and then it will become mostly cloudy again. So keep that in mind. Hello to Seth. Seth, I hope you're doing well today. Jennifer says, good morning. Hope everyone is having a blessed one. Jennifer, I hope you're having a wonderful day too. And another Jennifer says, good morning. Good morning to you as well. So again, guys, a wind advisory is in place from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. Right now, not too bad out there in northwest San Antonio. I'm looking out my window here and not seeing much of the wind, not much of the leaves and branches moving on the trees. So not too bad to start off our day, but it is breezy in some other spots. My dog's whining just a little bit. I'm going to try to keep him a little bit quieter. Fredericksburg has strong north winds at about 21 miles per hour, 16 mile per hour winds in Rock Springs, 24 in Del Rio. And that's what it's going to be like across much of the region this afternoon. Those winds are going to pick up and be possibly even up to 30 miles per hour with gusts possible between 35 and 40 miles per hour. So we could have some serious gusts out there for our afternoon. So be ready for that. It's really going to be blowing everything around outside. Maybe a bit of a trash can advisory for today as well. May want to bring those trash cans in closer to the house. That way they're not blowing down the street. Are we expecting these winds to create power outages? And that is a great question. The answer is some of the wind could cause localized power outages. We're not expecting widespread power outages, but if a tree branch comes down from a 40 mile per hour wind gust, it could hit a power line, and we could see brief periods of power outages. So, Ann, that is a great question. Thank you for that. I wish it stayed cold, said Robert. Robert, some people are really hoping for that, but I'm a warm weather lover myself. It will be nice to have lower humidity, though. We are going to get lower humidity after the cold front passes through. Jordan says, how strong will the winds be? Jordan, the answer is anywhere from about 25 to 30 miles per hour, and gusts could be 35 to 40 miles per hour. So that's important to know, too. Thank you for that question. I see hello from Rhode Island. Melody, welcome. I hope you're enjoying our little bit of a weather update here from a long, long ways away. Cindy says, yeah. Ron says, happy weekend. Happy weekend to you, Ron. Vanessa said, Vanessa just tagging a friend there. And I hope y'all are all having a wonderful day. So yes, it is kind of breezy out there in some spots, but it will be breezy for all of us later on today. Here's a look at the timeline of when the winds are going to pick up. So when are the winds going to pick up near your home? This is that answer. 27 mile per hour winds in Rock Springs by about noon, 20 in Bernie, and notice only 8 mile per hour winds in San Antonio. So it's going to take a bit for the winds to pick up. There's the winds picking up to nearly 20 to 25 miles per hour by the time we get to about 3 p.m. Remember that wind advisory is in place from 1 o'clock to 7 o'clock. So this is right within that time frame. This does not include gusts, by the way. This is really sustained winds, the forecast for them. So remember, those gusts could be even higher. By 6 p.m., still dealing with some of those stronger winds, somewhere around 20 mile per hour sustained winds. And then they'll start to calm down tonight. Now, notice by 10 p.m., still could be a little strong in Floresville and Pleasanton, but the hill country starts to quiet down, and then everyone else will follow suit with quieter conditions expected by the time we get closer towards midnight. So that's a little bit of an update on the wind advisory. Let's talk a little bit about the allergy report. Grass is light, mold is light. Not too much of an issue now, but I imagine we're going to have a lot more particles, allergen particles in the air by the time we head into tonight, really this afternoon and into tonight, because of those stronger winds kind of kicking everything up. So remember that. Here's a look across San Antonio. Off towards northwest San Antonio, not too bad. Seeing a good amount of blue sky and just a little bit of cloud covering. Guys, I'm actually going to edit something on my screen here. There's a way that I can edit the picture quality for myself, and that's what I was doing right there. Again, I'm working from home like many of you are. I'm thankful to hear that many people have been able to get back to work, as long as everyone, of course, is continuing to be careful out there. I am hoping to be able to head back to work myself here pretty soon. But right now we're taking it easy at Kent's 5 and continuing to practice that social distancing that we had harped on so much. Here's a look out at the airport, seeing a little bit of upper level cloud cover, a little bit of mid-level cloud cover too in the distance, but also seeing a lot of blue sky. So sunshine shining down there on the San Antonio airport, where it's currently 84. It's 82 at Calaveras Lake, seeing a little bit more in the way of cloud cover down into that direction. Let's see here. I see maybe questions coming in. Give me 1 second, guys. Vanessa says, what time should we expect the high winds? Vanessa, the answer is closer towards 3 o'clock. The wind advisory is from 1 to 7 today. That's when the winds, I think, will arrive to San Antonio at least. Cindy says, yeah, right. See it to believe it. I don't know what you're talking about there, Cindy. But we are expecting the high winds today, so we'll get to see it this afternoon. The wind will bring allergens for sure. Yeah, Joanne, that's something that a lot of us are a little stressed about. I may take some allergy medicine today to help prepare myself. Taylor wants to know the weather for Mother's Day. We're about to talk about that in just a second, Taylor. I see, is it good weather for flying a kite? The answer is it's going to be perfect today, maybe even a little bit too strong. I hope that string is really tough and can hold the kite down, because it is going to be very, very windy. It's perfect weather for flying a kite, though, as long as it can hold on. Joanne says the air is still here by SeaWorld. Joanne, yes. Right now, the winds are not strong in San Antonio. We looked at current winds a second ago, and I'm looking out my window. It's still very quiet. But that front is coming, and that's what's going to really pick up those winds here by the time we head into this afternoon. I see someone says they love working from home. I totally am on board with you there. There's great things about working from home, but I also miss my coworkers and a few things about working at the station. It's easier to work when you're at the station. You always run into technical difficulties here and there whenever you're at home. So should I bring my succulents indoors? As long as they're protected from the wind, Amanda, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. But it is going to be very, very windy. You'll want to make sure they're not up on a ledge. We need some wind so it can be nice and cool. Yes, Irene, we are going to get some cooler weather behind us too. So let's go ahead and continue through the timeline here. Right now, seeing maybe a brief shower or two out there. Most of us are dry. You see a lot of the shower and thunderstorm activity east of I-35 and off to our northeast. We are going to have about a 10% chance for showers and storms today. That's going to be mainly south of I-10, I'm thinking. And that's going to be later this afternoon and into tonight. We'll have a 20% chance for rain overnight. That continues into tomorrow morning. But that rain chance will really diminish as we head into tomorrow afternoon. So that rain chance, by the way, is a 20% chance mainly south of San Antonio. You're going to see that in a second. Check out the drop in temperatures in Fredericksburg. Remember, we saw the strong northerly winds already arrived there, where the cold front has already arrived. It is 75 in Fredericksburg, 73 in Rock Springs, compared to 84 in San Antonio and New Braunfels. So we are expecting that nice cool down to come in as we head into this afternoon. Now, it's not going to be completely cool. Just remember that. This is a late spring cold front, so it's not going to bring too cold of temperatures for us, but it will feel nicer outside. Something that it is going to really improve are these dew points. Dew points in the 60s, extremely humid. We're going to see these really get knocked down. You already see them knocked down in other parts of the state. Not going to be as low as what they got in Midland there at a 29-degree dew point in Amarillo and Lubbock, but it is going to be much drier behind this cold front for us, making it feel a little bit better. So temperatures again expected to rise maybe a degree or two over the next hour or so. And then they're going to start to drop again as we head into this afternoon, after the cold front passes through, bringing in the cooler air. I do think we're going to see an increase in the cloud cover again later today. So right now, not too much of it out there. It's about a partly cloudy sky. it'll be partly cloudy to mostly cloudy for this afternoon. Here's the timeline on future clouds and radar. Notice by 5 p.m., there's that little bit of shower activity, Victoria, that 10% chance for rain. We continue through the timeline. By 6:30 a.m. Saturday, there's a 10 to 20% chance for rain. Notice where the rain is. It's well south of San Antonio. So that chance for rain on Saturday, I think, is really to the south. Remember, that rain chance includes our counties outside of San Antonio. So I know that a majority of our population is right here in Bexar County. But don't forget, that rain chance includes our neighbors too. So that's why that 20% chance for rain is in there for mainly areas south of Bexar County. Continuing towards 5 p.m., you notice temperatures weren't too bad there. Also going to have some drier conditions Saturday afternoon, so maybe some early Mother's Day festivities. Things are looking good. And then Sunday, here's Mother's Day itself. And guys, Mother Nature is cooperating. Temperatures start off in the 50s, a beautiful morning with drier conditions. And then as we head into the afternoon, temperatures are going to rebound a little bit, back up into the 70s there by the time we get to even 11 a.m. But still, Mother Nature is going to cooperate. Should be pretty nice for Mother's Day. Now, here's a look at the 7-day rainfall probabilities. It's looking like we're going to have less than ½ of an inch almost for the entire region. Not good. We need more rain. I told y'all that I wasn't expecting much improvement in the drought monitor when it updated on Thursday. We haven't seen much improvement on it. And I think that's going to continue to be an issue where the drier air is just kind of taken over and we're not going to have much rain. You see, we haven't had any rain in San Antonio this month. It's been a dry month. We have had a little brief period of drizzle here and there. I will say that over the last few days, we've had a brief drizzle, but it hasn't been enough to record a number at the airport. So this is actually recorded at the airport, and you can tell it's just been dry out towards the airport for the month of May so far. So here's your 7-day forecast. There's the 83 for the high on Sunday. Now here's the great news for that 83. It's not going to be humid. It's going to be drier, so it's going to be comfortable. It's going to be a beautiful afternoon on Mother's Day. Great weather for barbecuing. I see what that Taylor is saying, hopefully barbecuing weather for Sunday. Perfect weather for barbecuing. It's going to be one of those days where there's a little bit of a light wind, and everybody within probably about a mile of your barbecue is going to smell it and say, man, someone's cooking something good outside right now. It's going to be one of those kind of days. You see 75 for the high on Saturday. Going to be a nice day there. And then again, it's going to be windy today at 83, and it is going to be a humid afternoon. Actually, I think it's going to be kind of closer, a little bit closer, maybe even 85, I'm thinking. So I raised that number on the hourly. I just forgot to update that number here. So I think we're going to hit closer towards 85 today. We're at 84 right now. I think we'll rise another degree or two, and then we'll start to drop down this afternoon. 86 there for Monday, and then you see we just gradually warm up as we head into the middle of the week, and we have some rain chances, a 30 to 20, really 20 to 30% chance for rain. For Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, that's going to be that less than ½ of an inch of rain that we're expecting over the next 7 days. That's when it's going to fall. Not good. Really dry. So I think that the drought could worsen just a bit, guys. It's going to be something that we're going to have to keep a close eye on. Your Texas State Park forecast. So this is for tomorrow. If you wanted to take mom out to a state park on Saturday, and you know, Sunday's looking great too, but here's a look at Saturday's forecast for our state parks. You know, I'm a lover of state parks, and I get that from my mom. My mom loved to take us to state parks and national parks when we were kids, and you know, a lot of family fun can be found at the Texas State Parks. Enchanted Rock, not a good place for today. It is going to be extremely windy. I'd imagine that you could almost get blown off the top of Enchanted Rock today with how windy it's going to be. That dome gets very windy up there at the top if you've ever been. Tomorrow would be a good day for it. We're going to have temperatures rising into the mid to upper 70s in some areas, and you see that the cloud cover will clear up a bit for the afternoon, but we will start off with a good amount of cloud cover there for Saturday. So as far as the 8 to 14 day outlook is concerned, this is past the 7-day. Remember, we're looking from day 8 through day 14, not even including the first 7 days. Remember, the next 7 days, we're expecting not too much in the way of rain. But day 8 through day 14, it looks like we could have some above average rainfall returning for San Antonio with the weather pattern that's expected to be in place. That's great news. We need some rain. And then looking at day 8 through day 14, above average temperatures possible. That would likely be lower 90s to mid 90s, moving our way out of the 80s and back into the 90s again as we head from day 8 through day 14. Again, beyond the 7-day forecast. So this map just updated. Actually, the first I'm getting to look at it, it updated, I believe, at 11 o'clock. It takes the information put out by a specific organization and it maps it out on the map for us. And this is a look at what the flu index is. You got our neighbors now only reporting local activity to no activity. Much of the U.S. has really seen a decrease in the past 3 weeks. I don't know if anybody's widespread anymore with the flu. I don't even know if anybody has regional activity. Let's check our neighbors in Hawaii, Alaska, but I'm willing to bet Hawaii actually had sporadic activity not too long ago. I'm willing to bet they may even have no activity now. And guys, that is great news. It looks like that's one less thing that we have to worry about. Yep, just sporadic activity in Hawaii. That's one less thing we have to worry about. Great news. Keep washing those hands. Practice social distancing, but also know that our restaurants, our salons, and a lot of other things are now open across Texas. Get out and enjoy them, but remember to be careful at least while you're out there. I know that those businesses are going to be practicing safety themselves. That way we can all get out and try to get lives back to normal here. So here's a look across the state. If you are traveling, the Lone Star 3-day forecast shows that a lot of the state's going to be breezy for today. And then you see temperatures into the 70s to, man, even 90 degrees there at El Paso. They're going to have a hot day, maybe the hottest place in the whole state there as we head throughout Saturday. And then Sunday, looking like a little bit better conditions here across the state, a lot more sunshine, and should be nice weather. And I want to wrap things up here, guys, with the Cloudy with a Chance of Learning. That's today at 1 o'clock. Don't forget to tune in. Fun Time Friday. We share photos from y'all. Weather Chief Bill Taylor and myself will be on for Cloudy with a Chance of Learning at 1 o'clock. We did the solar system on Monday. We're doing the solar system again this next Monday. Meteorologist Megan Massey has a big passion for space. She loves it. She won her Gold Award as a Girl Scout. She has a lot of passion for science, and she even got to go out to the Space Center in Houston to do a story with the last station she worked at. And there's a lot of passion there. So she's been making these specialty graphics and teaching about the planets and things within the solar system. That lesson continues on Monday. Tuesday, myself, I have a strong passion for the tropics. We've been talking about that stuff every Tuesday, and we're going to continue our lessons on Tuesday with Tropical Tuesday. That's going to be next week. So that not only was that this past week, that's going to be next week as well. We're still working out the plan, the lesson plan for Wednesday and Thursday, but then every Friday is Fun Time Friday, which is what we have for today. So y'all, I hope you have a wonderful day. Don't forget, we do these every day, Monday through Friday, these weather updates kind of late into the morning before noon. And don't forget noon, by the way, Ken's 5 will be on. Meteorologist Andrew Wilson has the latest update to the forecast. And we have all the latest news going around Texas. There's a lot of news today. A lot of things opened up today. So there's a lot to talk about. We'll have the latest updates with all the things that have been going on across the state. Don't forget, 4 o'clock, I'm going to be doing weather at 4. We're going to have the latest news there as well. 5 o'clock, Weather Chief Bill Taylor's in. He'll be in at 5, 6, and 10 with the latest updates to the forecast. In the meantime, guys, remember the wind is going to pick up today. Wind advisory in place from 1 to 7. Right now it's calm, but don't be fooled. We hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see y'all at 4 o'clock. And meteorologist Andrew Wilson, we'll see you at noon. Y'all have a great one.